Hey guys, come along with me as I make, or watch with me as I make my new bar of soap. It's called Good Night and it's lavender and chamomile. So right now what I'm doing is weighing out my ingredients for my lye solution, which is basically water and lye. And I am now adding citric acid to the water prior to the lye. So what citric acid does in soap, it helps with preventing soap scum in the tub. So it binds all of those um, things that causes the soap scum, so you won't have soap scum. And fun fact about this new bar, so it's called Good Night. It was inspired, or it was created by my niece. So right now what I'm doing here is getting all my hard butters, weighing those out, and I'm going to melt them down, and then I'm going to weigh out my liquid oils and butters here. But so anyways, my nieces and nephew came to visit. They spent the whole summer with me, and they were helping me do all types of things. Like, we were, besides spending all my money, they were helping me with a lot of the products, especially the oldest. So the oldest is 16, the middle one is 9, and the youngest, my nephew, he's 7. So they've been helping me with all of like the products and such, and they've been so excited and so great. And so the middle one, Isaiah, she was like, you have a good morning bar, you need like a good night one, because we're just talking about soap. She's like, yeah, I have an idea for a soap. And she was like, it should be called Good Night, because you got a good morning. And I was like, that's a great idea. And I was like, what's the color? And she was like, it should be purple. I think she picked purple because purple's my favorite color. And so she was just like, it should be purple. And I was like, that is a great idea. So she had said purple and something sparkly or something. And we landed on a lavender and chamomile because, good night. And then the funny thing is, this is where I think I had done warmed up all of the hard butters, and I'm going to mix those butters in while that lye solution is cooling. So I always, when I first did this, I warmed the butters and then started working on the lye. Knew that was a bad idea because I was waiting for the lye to cool down. So now I always do my lye solution first, warm the butters, and then do the waiting game. So we were waiting here. So we had finished waiting, and now we're adding the color. So that's turmeric. So we use a turmeric to get the orange or yellow color. And that is like some white. I think it's called something mica, but it's a white mica. It's not TD. And then I added some sparkly, like a shimmery gold mica to the turmeric. And so it's 3 colors. It's 4 colors, I think. And then in that corner, I think that's my so now I'm adding to the lye solution is sodium lactate, basically a salt that helps harden the bar faster, so for faster cutting. Just added the lye solution. Now we're doing all that mixing. But anyways, we landed on a chamomile, lavender and chamomile. So I actually use lavender fragrance oil instead of essential oil, because lavender essential oil can like disrupt some hormones in children, and I prefer that my bars are, everyone's able to use it. So I didn't want anybody to use it on their kids and then their homeowners start acting all weird, especially since a kid kind of developed it. So when we first mixed the fragrance up, my niece, the one that kind of came up with the idea, she's like, this smells like a grandma's blanket. But we went with it anyways, and you know what? It worked. Like, after it kind of like sat in it, it smells amazing. It's like the perfect blend of lavender and chamomile, and it's like a perfect like for bedtime like soap. So here I'm pouring the base, and then you'll see all 3 of us. So picked the color and started pouring. And when I was editing this video, it was so cute. You could hear Isaiah, like, as we're pouring, like the 3 of us, she's like, yay, for each pour, yay. Yeah, so we're pouring it. We're hoping that it made some swirls, and I think it made a cute little design in there. But yeah, so shout out to my nieces. Like, this was inspired by them, and hopefully people love it as much as I love it, because it's them. and this becomes a staple in my line. So we have good morning, and now we have a good night bar. So you'll see as the video progresses, like the eldest, she definitely great help this summer. It was so great to have people to help. So she cut the bars and even wrapped them. I didn't catch any video of us wrapping it because my camera was full. I record everything and then forget to edit. I'm trying to do better. So you'll see us kind of, getting the swirls in and all the designs and such. But yeah, it was inspired by Isaiah. Right now they're back home. I definitely miss them. And then I hate that they didn't get to be at the market and sell, because of course it's had to cure. So we'll be debuting this at a market we have this weekend. So what is this weekend? September the 14th. Yeah. So it'll be at a market we have this weekend. But I definitely let people know that my nieces made this. So they better buy it. And if you would like, I have a link. I'll put a link to the website in the description box. And you can see. But yeah. We over here trying to get every last drop. Y'all know me. I am not leaving anything. And I also have like those individual soap molds. So sometimes I purposely make my batches like a little bit more than the mold so I can make some personal soap, because like who's buying soap when I can make soap? Getting designs, and you see my eldest niece, she's like was watching soap videos like, oh, this is so cool, you need to do that. Of all the products that we make, soaping is actually her least favorite, because how things can go wrong. Sometimes when you're soaping, you could make that product a million times, and then one day you just want to act crazy. I think one of them for us, she likes to make it look cute and perfect, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, girl, you gotta move fast. Or like when we were making our turmeric one, so this is her cutting. So now she wanted to go ahead and cut all of them. Like, I think cutting was one of her favorite things to do, so she's getting the molds out and cutting it. Y'all know these videos is like fast. I like sped this thing up because it would have been like 2 hours. It does take quite some time. But yeah, soaping was her least favorite. And she said it's the stress of it. And she was afraid of all of the live stuff. So I did all live things, obviously. And she was just like, I think her favorite was making the scrubs, the sugar scrubs. So get some video of her cutting it up. I think she she was able to show it, and then we'll see her stamping it. When she was stamping it, she used the wrong stamp at first, which is all right, and then I had to tell her the right stamp. But yeah. And we use parchment paper on the bottom of the loaf, and that helps it us to pull it and slide it against that wood. I know the video's sped up, but it looks so cute to me. It was like the prettiest soap. I'll have a picture of what it looks like, again, courtesy of my eldest niece. She does photography after school and stuff. So she was taking some product photos for me as well. And then, we did some editing on there. So at the end, you'll see her work again. Let me tell you, my nieces are amazing. And so is my nephew. They're amazing. Oh, that's when she was having her little sister cut. She was like, I want to cut too. So she helped her cut it. She did that work. That was her idea. So Zazu, if you're watching this, shout out to you, girl. And you too, Abby. But you see how like it looks so cute. We didn't get it. I think the batter was a little on the thick side. That's why it didn't go all the way through. But now this is them stamping it. So my youngest niece, she was grabbing them from the shelf and putting them at the workstation for her older sister. And then I let the younger one kind of stamp the bars we have at the house. Yep, so this is them stamping. And when I stamp the soaps, I usually wait 2 days after I cut it, so it's hard enough. I used to use that wrap because the soap will get stuck in there. I think I was stamping too soon. Now I found like the perfect moment. I think she said this was her favorite part too. And I didn't get a video of her wrapping them and labeling them, but that's typically my soap process. Brought to you by my nieces. And here's the finished product. Thanks for watching. Bye.